Direct from the Six, world-renowned, Canada's largest city, with Canada's biggest thinkers, visionaries, and hustlers. This is Startup Talk, featuring the founders, funders, innovators, and community leaders who've led Canada's startup ecosystem right here in Toronto. You'll hear the challenges, the failures, the successes. Toronto's Startup Podcast gives you the full story direct from the entrepreneurs and influencers who've made a difference. Now, the host of Startup Talk, the founder of TorontoStarts, the Startup Coach.
So let's talk about product market fit. How did you validate Lauft's concept and identify product market fit? And what would you tell other founders struggling to get to their product market fit?
Yeah, so I mentioned this at the beginning, right? With the history of Lauft, it was based on selfish goals. I mean, my product market fit was I was bookending my meetings and I was trying to do a meeting in a coffee shop, or I was trying to do a meeting on the go. And I had this idea and we said, hey, listen, let's try this because we've been consultants, everyone on our team, we were consultants, and we know consultants, we know people who are freelancers, and they have this problem, right? Now, having said that, once you get into it, we validated it by client feedback and actually paying attention to how people were using this space and what they needed, right? So people would tell us, like when we first launched our first location, I think we had 17 desks because we thought it would be developers and individuals just, typing away like you would in a coffee shop, right? And we had 2 workrooms and that was it. The clients basically told us very quickly, hey, we need some privacy. Like we need offices. We need, that boardroom. And so we had to install these things in the next location. So I think what happens is maybe to get product fit is sometimes as an entrepreneur, you've just got to go with your gut to start. But what you need to do is don't get so caught up in the first iteration. It really is sort of being present and grounding yourself in the reality of what people are telling you, the feedback, and then saying, okay, how do we improve the experience? And we really keyed in on experience, right? And we validated it from our users. Our users were the ones that told us exactly what they needed to pay for. Like they would say, get us this and we'll pay for it, right? So if you keep listening to what people will pay for, then I think you do have an opportunity to rework your business.
Yes.
Everything is a leap or a lesson. This is a phrase that someone had said to me, someone close, and it really resonated because, even in the challenges, right, or you're going to learn something, right? Even if it isn't a leap forward, but it's something where you feel like, oh, I'm sitting in the pain, it's going to be a lesson. And then you'll have your leaps. And these will be the things that feel great. And all of a sudden you'll say, wow, we won the government contract. Like this will move the needle. That's amazing. But everything has value, right? Don't squander it.
Where can our listeners learn more about you and Lauft?
So our website for sure. So you can find the closest Lauft. And I think that's the best way. Go into the closest Lauft. We have 7 locations, 2 downtown, where one is an event space and one is a Lauft. Go in and talk to our team. They're amazing and very welcoming, and you get to see it and feel it. Or go to our website, www.lauft.work.
And Lauft is LAUFT.
Correct.
And for those listening, and those links will be in the show notes if you're listening on the podcast. I really appreciate you taking the time today, Graham, and to talk to our listeners and to share some of your words of wisdom.
Thank you so much for having me. And I truly appreciate the opportunity to connect.
This has been Startup Talk, Toronto's startup podcast. For more exclusive content, the episode vault, and to be part of TorontoStarts community, visit TorontoStarts.com. Get your name on the newsletter mailing list and check out our upcoming events. For more episodes, subscribe now. And And please recognize the time and work behind the scenes put into connecting you with the biggest visionaries, entrepreneurs, and innovators in Toronto by leaving a 5-star review. Join us for more next episode from Toronto's most active entrepreneur and startup community on Startup Talk.